Hey guys, welcome to part 2 of my Minecraft series. What a great intro, right? We'll just continue where we left off. And I put the game so it's not so loud, so that's one improvement from last time. Sorry if I sound so without life, that'll hopefully change as time goes on. Let's just get back to our base, because that's a nice thing to do. I keep saying that that things are nice and like it's just kind of a filler, right? But I mean that. That's not an empty thing. I don't know where our base is actually. I meant to say like I have to differentiate my vocabulary. I think I placed some torches. Did I? I don't want to like blindly run through the night, but I guess we'll do that. I'll find it eventually. Maybe it's on the other side of that mountain. Whatever, I have my wolf with me, so yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, because it's always easier with a companion. Yeah, I think that you should remember that. A lot of skeletons. Yeah, and I said that I won't die, right? So I'll try to not die. Jeez. Look at my companion go, he's so nice. Let's find our base. Fuck, like where the fuck is our base? And I would like to talk about some more philosophical stuff or just stuff I find useful. The one thing that people don't have nowadays is just a friend. Or like I feel like a lot of people are so lonely, right? And that's very sad because you can't really go through life alone. Like, of course you can to some extent, but it's still like, why? If you have the option to, then I think you should get a friend. And not just like a friend, like a quote unquote friend, but someone who you would actually be open to and like spending time with. That's important to point out too. Yeah, because like you can talk with people every day, or that doesn't change anything. Those words that you say would have to be open, and you would just have to be yourself in order to feel something. So I hope you have friends. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard. I don't want to eat rotten flesh. But I've always struggled with being myself, basically, since I'm so different. But this is really dumb. I'll explain it, and then I'll explain the solution and everything. Yeah, I'll just talk about it. So I'm autistic. I have fucking such not normal interests, and I don't really resonate with anyone, I guess. Well, I do. Like, that's the point. If I was open, it would be okay. And I know that now. So I just want you to know that if you feel different or just like feel like there isn't anyone for you in the world, the thing to do is just be yourself and be open. And I know that's kind of cliche, but it works. Like otherwise, I wouldn't be saying it. So if you are yourself, if you don't play a character, then you'll feel happy and fulfilled. Oh, look at the world! It's so nice. So maybe that's the thing you're struggling with. So I just want you to know that being open is the first step in anything, basically, just in your life. And you should strive to be a person that isn't afraid to be themselves. I mean, you have to change yourself in a way that you are okay with. Yeah, because if you don't like who you are, then... And it's kind of paradoxical, right? I mean, I'm just trying to say that you have to be the best version of yourself. And if you don't like who you are, you won't probably open up to anyone. So it's kind of paradoxical, right? Because if you were open to someone, it would be easier for you to change. Because, you know, doing stuff alone is always hard. So it's like you want to change, but you can do it alone. But you won't get anyone to help you with it unless you change. So that's a dumb, not a dumb situation. It's kind of a sad situation, right? Because it's not anybody's fault. It just happened. Yeah. So blaming yourself is dumb, and you shouldn't do it. Because if you're in that situation, then you're not the one to blame. Nobody is. It just happens, and it's sad, and that's just life, you know. And opening up to someone, that's I have this whole thing I've come up with. So I'll talk about it because I think that it's good advice. I think that you should listen to it if you're in a situation like that. So let's say you're lonely. Let's say you don't have any friends and you're just very, very lonely. So let's understand this. Loneliness, that's a lack of intimacy. That's just what loneliness is. So you can talk with people every day. You can be with people. You can, I don't know, do lots of stuff. But that won't solve your loneliness unless you're actually yourself, unless you're open and intimate. Yeah? So being open, that's the thing we arrive at. So why aren't you open to anyone? Well, because you don't have that trust, right? Otherwise you would be open to everyone. Like, nothing's stopping you from doing that except the lack of trust. So why don't you trust anyone? There can be a bunch of reasons for that, but let's talk about the solution. And my solution is to just talk openly. So it's kind of weird, but the solution to getting that trust is to actually talking openly and communicating openly, at least for me. Yeah, so if I were to talk with someone like this, like I'm doing now, then I would get that trust. Yeah, so I just want you to know that. Yeah, so let's kind of recap. If you're lonely, that lack of intimacy, and you fix that by being intimate with that person, being open to that person, and just being yourself. And the reason why you aren't yourself is a lack of trust, and you fix that by just talking openly and, frankly enough, being yourself. And that's the hardest part, right? To actually get past that obstacle. But nothing's impossible. So I think that if you are in that situation, that you'll solve it one day. And like, I don't think that it's a good thing to say, like, I'll solve it one day. I think that you should start making progress today. And that means maybe talking to someone, but not in the traditional sense. You can, I don't know, go on Discord, go in some server and just open up slowly, right? Or like through text. And I don't know if this is the best advice. But I know that you won't probably start, like, you won't throw yourself out there just like now. So maybe starting slowly would work for you. Maybe just going on a server that, and this is important, going somewhere that people have the same interests as you. Yeah, kind of the same hobbies. So you would go there and you would slowly get some friends, maybe hang out. And as time would go on, you would get better at it. And that's one way you could solve being lonely. Of course, it's a lot more complicated than this, but I just want you to know that nothing's impossible and there is a solution to everything. You could even start by commenting on this video. Just something nice. We could have a conversation there. And then let's actually level this out and let's start building. So I'll need a couple of shovels. Well, not need, but I'll get a couple of shovels. Yeah, because that's another thing. You might say like, oh, I don't need a friend. But like, it's beneficial. Yeah, like, I don't need to have someone in my life. Like, sure, maybe you don't. But why would you live a lonely life if you know that not doing that is better? Yeah, so you can talk about needs and how you don't need everything all day. But I just think that you should get a friend. Yeah, because I care. I care about you. What type of house should we build, guys and girls and everyone? Because I want to be inclusive, right? And it doesn't take a lot. It's actually really easy to just say they instead of, I don't know, he or she. It's very easy. People are so mad about it, like, not all the time, but sometimes, like, you see those people that are just like, oh, like, fucking LGBT, they're so privileged and everything. And I'm not saying they're not. I mean, let's talk about this, okay? And I would like to start by saying that I understand kind of the frustration with the LGBT community. But at the same time, I don't. And let me explain. Because of course you see that small part on, I don't know, TikTok or fucking, I don't know, Instagram Reels. You see those people doing not so great stuff and you just go and say like, oh, that whole community is fucking like that, right? So you start to build up your hate and just continue with that. If you're a person that isn't that big into thinking, if you were a rational person, you would say like, oh, like this person is really fucking toxic. I don't like what he does. However, he's just a part of the community and not the whole, or not even that. Like, those people, I don't think that they're really a part of the community, since, their behavior isn't really that appropriate. But again, that's just a small part that bubbles to the surface since it's the most interesting. Yeah, because nobody's really interested in seeing people hug, right, and just be happy. They're interested in the stuff they do wrong, or I don't know, just the privileged, dumb, fucking stupid things. That's not everyone, not by far, that's just a few people, as I keep saying. And I just want you to understand that. Yeah, so I'm just defending common sense, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. And of course, it's not good when people who are queer or gay or I don't know, if those types of people are favored for that reason. That's not fucking smart. And it's not good when trans people fight, like trans men fight in women's sports. That's just dumb. But you can't just hate the whole community, and unfortunately, that's what's kind of happening. At least in my age category, I don't know. And like I said, I understand it to an extent, but come on, you have a brain. And I don't know that you probably don't feel much attachment to that, so taking time to think about it isn't really a priority for you. But like even just spending some time thinking about logic would be appreciated by everybody. Yeah, so next time when you want to write a negative comment on some video, just think about it. Yeah, just think about what you're saying. Even if the subject at hand is really distasteful, even if you see somebody, I don't know, pushing over an old woman in the street and the guy happens to be wearing a rainbow. Of course, that's really sad and you have a right to be angry or upset, but even then, I don't think that you should just go in the comments and be like, oh, fucking, like, I don't know. What I would do is because let me explain my thinking. Like, I don't think that helps anyone. Of course, I know that that's not a good thing to do. Right now, I can't really think of something you could do to actually improve the world. But writing negative comments isn't really it, I guess. Who does that help? What does that improve? Yeah, maybe you could make a video on YouTube and talk about your views. Yeah, because that would improve the world. Yeah, just share your opinion and get more educated or educate people. And try to be that change in the world you want. And that doesn't mean hating on people indiscriminately. That means just acting with honor and the way you would like to be treated. Yeah, so that's my advice for you. Let's make a sword actually. Oh, I don't like this. Did you know that trees won't fall 7 blocks from the logs? That rhymes. Yeah, so 7 blocks of leaves will stay there if it's attached to a log. I saw that somewhere. I know a lot of stuff about Minecraft. Do you think that we should build a house here? It's a kind of a small place, right? But it's fine. I think that we could maybe build like a house and then like a bridge there or something. Because I like bridges. Nice wolf. He's got a very interesting colors. I would like to make his color a different color. Maybe blue, but there aren't any flowers around here, so whatever. We'll do that sometime later. Let's make, I don't know, nice base for our house, nice floor. And I don't like the cold stone floor, so I'll put carpet on them. Like it will be just the bottom floor will be stone, and then the next floor will be wood, because wood is nice and comfortable. I don't really like tiles, and I know that they're practical and their uses are in the garage or in the bathroom. But for like the comfortable floor in your living room, I think that you should pick wood and or carpet, because that's the best. Carpet has such a nice texture. Oh, it's so nice. I like carpets a lot. They're really fluffy and comfortable. At least the ones I look at. Because every time we're in a store, I just spend such a long time in the carpet section, feeling them. It's always a nice experience going to that type of store, like where you have furniture, like IKEA or something like that. Like I know that that's not really a normal thing, but the perfect date for me, or not perfect, but a great place to take me for a date would be to IKEA or a shop like that. Just to walk around and soak in the nice atmosphere, the nice calming music, and the nice textures. And there's so much stuff to look at, I'm always so tired after. Whoa, look at this big ravine. I remember this. I came in like from here and I talked about how we sailed on that river and there was a fucking very loud lightning. Oh, look, emeralds. I'll actually get this coal because the atmosphere is really important for me. Or like it's a nice, it's the main thing that you should focus on, I think, if you're planning to take someone out on a date, not like in that way, on a date. Or I would like to go to a zoo because the nice animals. And again, it's nothing sexual. Just calm down, okay? I just like animals. So a zoo would be a nice place. Or I don't know. I don't have some impossible standards. Basically, anywhere is okay for me because that's not the main thing. Right? The main thing is your partner, and I would be happy with them anywhere and everywhere. Now, when I have no food. And I'm lost again, but I like the Dark Knight. I think it's this way. I'm really lost, okay. Yeah, I'm in the valley kind of, so I'll climb a bit up top. And what do you like to do? Like, what are your interests? Or not interests, but just what would you like to do? Like, in general. Like, if you were to go on a trip, what place would you pick? I should have put down a torch on. Jesus. So dumb. Well, I thought about this, and there are a lot of places I would like to go. So I talked about the zoo or IKEA, but I would also like to go skiing because I like that. And if you don't know how to ski, well, that's fine. The main thing about your visit to the mountains would be learning to ski. Yeah, because that would be really fun, in my opinion. Like if I went with someone who can't ski, it would be really nice to learn together. Because I'm not the best skier either. Yeah, or to a water park if it's the summer. That's always nice. I should have put a torch down at my base. At our base. You, me, and our wolf. Which I don't have a name for yet. So again, you can write in the comments. You can make it a name that's fit for our series. You're creative, so I'll leave it up to you. I keep running around kind of blindly. I think it was a little harder, right? I would have been better prepared, but as I said, the gameplay isn't really a priority since I'm talking. A lot of the thought juice goes into me talking. I think it's somewhere, yeah, it's there. Well, how come I haven't seen that when I was looking for it? Whatever, let's cook the food and let's sleep. Okay. Now let's sleep. Let's take the stone, let's make stone bricks, and let's make our house. Let's make a stone cutter first. That's such an useful item, because you can make this. Yeah, I always like to make the house kind of modular. So like, you'll see. Let's make an interesting shape, kind of. Because this is an interesting place to build a house, so we'll make it interesting. So look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it has a center. Well, no, we'll actually move it one block over. Hopefully it'll turn out okay. We'll see, it's not that important. And since there are birch trees here, I'll incorporate some of that too. Yeah, look, you have to do this so it doesn't look like it's standing on nothing. So just some advice. Yeah, because look, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 log. Yeah, you see what I'm getting at about the modular style of building. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another log. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we'll place the log here. Yeah, so it's kind of on the line. Just trust the process, okay? I should talk about more stuff, right? But I'm kind of focusing on building. This is such a weird shape. But it's kind of fitting, right? A weird house for a weird guy. And I don't like building with a shield. You can't see the left side of your screen, at least if you're right-handed, because you can switch that in the settings. Yeah, Minecraft is very nice in that it's very accessible. That's the word I'm looking for. So I like that. See, like a kind of fucking weird house. Oh, okay. Anyways, do you have any skills? That's kind of out of pocket, right? But I'm just curious. Because you can be really good at one thing or know a bunch of things but not be that great at them. And apparently it's better if you know a bunch of things rather than one thing really in detail. I can't really judge that, but I can see the logic there. As I said, I do a bunch of stuff. I'm not that good at it. But since I do a bunch of stuff, maybe that's good. Oh, look, villagers. I'll leave them alone for now. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This isn't an odd number, so it'll look dumb. Well, it won't. We'll turn it into something nice looking, hopefully. And art is subjective, right? So, yes, oh, sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Yeah, so art is subjective, but like the modern, quote-unquote, modern art that you see sometimes, I don't think that's really... Like, sure, it is art, but come on. That's basically we're talking about the lack of effort there, right? So you'd think like art should be judged based off of the effort you give it, but that's not correct either. So it's kind of this weird thing, like modern art. Like, okay, you see a bunch of buckets fall, like okay. Me personally, I don't really have an opinion. It's just very interesting. I like traditional art more. Yeah, just like drawing basically and stuff like that, music, whatever. And just so it's traditional, that doesn't mean it's good or bad. Just like normal doesn't mean good or bad. Those are two different things. And some people don't really differentiate that much, which I don't think is correct. Because some people just use the word normal and good interchangeably. That doesn't make any sense. Like it's normal for criminals to get out of jail in America. It doesn't mean it's good. Like no, or like it's normal for the grass to be green. Who says that's good or bad? I understand that you're not autistic, probably, right? But it doesn't take any effort to, not say that normal is good and not normal bad. What do you think about this? Is this good or bad looking? That looks about right, I'd say. Nobody will see this, it's fine. Yeah, so I just want you to think about that. It's very logical. Everything's very logical. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't focus on feelings or stuff like that. Because I kind of separate it, right? You have logic and then you have feelings, so those are two different things. And you should have both taken care of in your life. Like you should exceed in both or try to. Yeah, just try to improve. And as a person in general, of course. Well, I basically said that. Let's think of something on the inside. This will be the room where I'm coming to, and there is like a shoebox or something. I would like a staircase, probably, even if it takes space. And on this side, since here will be the view, the nice view. Do you like views? I do. My views are very nice. That's another place where you could take your future partner or current partner. Yeah, or significant other. I say partner, I mean like them. But it doesn't matter, right? Some people think it does, but whatever. Yeah, so just somewhere that there's a nice view. Or even the sunset, like it doesn't have to be complicated. Why complicate things when everything you need is, right there for you? You don't have to go anywhere to spend time with your partner. Let's talk about sex for a bit, shall we? Because I think that a lot of people just are like, oh, like I want a relationship just because of sex, just because of that. And that's so dumb, in my opinion. I don't have any more spruce. Yeah, I have. Yeah, so you shouldn't go into relationships just because of sex. That's so dumb. Because what's that about? Like it should be about you two together. Yeah, so there you have another piece of my advice. Sex is a thing that comes with the relationship. Yeah, that's important. It comes with the relationship, not the other way around. I should have started this a longer time ago, just me talking. It's nice. Yeah, and let's talk about lust for a bit, because that's an extensive topic for me at least. And of course I'll make videos about this in the future, but for now you have this, you have my thoughts here. So lust, the furry community is kind of full of it, right? And that's not a good thing in my opinion. Yeah, so I don't associate with that at all. But it's not like it hurts anyone if it's done properly. Yeah, so like you can be lustful in a way, but just make sure you don't spread it on anyone or stuff like that. Oh, however, me personally, I think that you should strive to be a person not about lust. Yeah, because who does that help like that? And even you, like that's not a good thing for you, in my opinion. That just makes your life kind of worse, because you can be addicted, and many fairies are. I just don't think that it's good, but it's not the end of the world, and you can always change. It's actually quite simple, and there are a bunch of tutorials on YouTube and everything. It's just possible. I recommend you should watch Healthy Gamer if you want to improve something in your life, because he has videos about everything. He and his team, he's such a good person. I really respect him and want to be like him in a way, just to make the world a better place. Yeah, so let's leave this open for like a big, nice window. There's this in the way. I don't want this in the way. 5, 4, 3, and we have 2 more uses before it's at 1. And I'll save it. Yeah, I always do that, as I said. Yeah, back to last. Let me just think this through and I'll come up with something. Or like find the words, because I, thought about this and everything. I just have to put it into words. One of my first videos was about that, and I don't recommend you should go watch it because you know how cringe I am. But whatever. Basically, lust is about yourself, right? Like you're caring about yourself and not the other person. And love, that's the exact opposite. That's the way I look at it, and I think that's the correct way of looking at it. Lust is just about yourself, and love is about the other person, about you two together. And that's why I dislike lust so much, because it's selfish. That's why I think that you shouldn't be about that. Yeah, so I guess I'm different in that when I'm a furry and I'm not about lust. Let's wrap this around here. 4, 3, 2, 1, okay. What do you think about that, about me doing that thing? Is it weird? Is it something you wouldn't do? I'm just like that. Yeah, that looks sort of nice. We'll add details and everything. There'll be like a nice window over here and it'll go really high. It'll just be nice. Yeah, speaking of the furry community, I guess like I haven't really engaged with it almost at all. Even though I say I'm a furry, I just haven't done any of the things that a furry would do, which is kind of interesting. Not that I wouldn't want to do that, but I don't know, just haven't done it yet. And even more so, even more interestingly, this will sound really bad. I like guns and tactical stuff, and airplanes and technology and everything. I like furry and guns and tactical stuff. Does that go together? I don't know, but I'm just like that, right? So I'm a very weird person. Let's make slabs. Let's make oak slabs. And I saw, Jesus, I saw some videos, and there's like this guy, and he's holding a gun, and he says like, I'm a furry, and then shoots it, and he's like cool and everything. But I don't think that you should mix those two things. I think that you should just separate that, right? Like one part of my personality is shooting guns and having that hobby, wanting to be tactical and just liking that stuff. Let me say it differently, actually. One day I like to shoot guns and just be tactical and learn first aid and everything like that. And the next day I want to cuddle all day, right? So I think that you should separate those two things. And there's nothing wrong with being like that. I see all the time that people just hate certain groups because of their perceived weakness. The LGBT community, for example. Yeah, people like say like, oh, that shouldn't exist because it's making society weaker. Like, I can see it, but at the same time, that's dumb to say. Those people are right in a way. Yeah, let me explain. Because the community should be made in a way so it just doesn't make weak people. So there's nothing wrong with liking a particular gender or anything like that. The people that hate the LGBT community for its weakness don't hate the LGBT community, they hate the weakness in it. Therefore, I think that it should be done in a way so the community isn't weak or just it doesn't make people weaker. Like those two things are separate. Yeah, like do you get what I'm trying to say? And actually, I don't like this here. I don't know if you really got anything from this, since it's so kind of disorganized. But I'm trying to say that if somebody says that he's a furry, or they are a furry, and they like to shoot guns, you shouldn't immediately be like, oh, like fucking go fuck yourself, like, because you're a furry and you can't do that. Because that's just dumb. That's just very irrational. Because you don't know the guy, right? As I said, you can have that mood one day, like where you want to shoot guns, and just cuddle the next. This is kind of dumb since I talked about this like in all sorts of different ways, but it always comes back down to like the person and treating people individually. Because that's what you should do. Yeah, so I can throw words at you all day and night, but it always comes down to treating people individually, looking at people individually. So basically, not disregard, but just it's not that important what I talked about. Just treat people individually, Like what is this person like? Like does he do good things or bad things? What are his actions? Yeah, that's how you should look at people. And I know I say his, but I mean there. I should move inside my new house with my wolf and with you. So I guess that I don't know what would be the most practical. I guess that everything should be kind of here, like the furnaces and stuff. I like to have the crafting tables in the floors. Just so it's more accessible. Yeah, storage, that's a big thing. Storage. I guess we'll go with one chest for now. We'll upgrade our house as time goes on, and we'll even build another one or something. Oh, look at the nice moon. I hope you're enjoying this series. I'll try to keep making more. Just through. I don't think I want a balcony here. I'll actually continue the staircase up, and then like the floor on top will be the main floor kind of, but I don't have any spruce, so we'll go get some there. And of course it lacks any details right now. We'll work on that. Oh, wolf, nice little wolf. Still no name, but that'll change too. So for now, this is our storage. It's not that bad actually. And this is our storage right now, or this is all the stuff we have. So I think that the next episode will be about exploring, about going somewhere, maybe mining even. But no, just kind of stealing stuff. I would like to get a dark oak door, just because they're nice. And of course the big window, we will do that. Okay, I actually want to thank you for watching. I don't know if I did that last time. Like seriously, thank you. Yeah, if you made it this far, or even like it doesn't matter if you made it like this far or clicked off. After a few minutes, I still appreciate the time that you gave me. And I mean that, like seriously, you could do anything in your day and you decide to watch this. I just hope that I kept you entertaining, since that's my job, right? And I just hope you're doing okay. Yeah, so stay safe, take care, and hug with someone. Again, that's your homework. I'll maybe try to come up with something different, but for now, I just think that you should hug with someone. I'll see you next time, okay? Bye for now.